People, walk one, pick up yourself. You get me? Back again. Yo, people, big up my subscribers, big up my likers, big up my watchers, big up my members. Always big up the members, them. You get me? Big up the TikTokers that watch me and whatever. You get me? And say hello from TikTok and them team there. So big up them as well. You get me? Big up the whole Bad Mind crew, the Bad Mind family, one order. You get me? So yeah, boom. There's some chat going around here about black people boycotting the Asian community, you know, when it comes to like spending with them or money and whatever, you get me? And to tell you the truth here, I don't know if we should be even talking like that in the sense that, you know, I don't know if we should be talking in that way. I don't know if we should be what could I say, like saying that in the first place. Like, we shouldn't be saying about boycotting. Boycotting means that person's done something wrong directly, like their whole community. Like, that means they've done something to get boycotted. You can't just decide to boycott people. You can't just decide to say, oh, you know what, I'm gonna boycott this part of the community because they seem to have more shops than us. It could like be a bad mind thing, like we're bad mind, like we're being bad minded towards them because they have the shops what we buy the things from that we need. What kind of bullshit's that? That don't even make no sense. You understand me? That raw don't make no sense, you know. Tell you the truth, it raw doesn't. So anyway, boom. So I'm thinking to myself, yo, how much do these people do for us? Like, how much do they, on a yearly basis, how much do we need them? How much does the black community need them? Hey, let's just work it out together right now, innit? Let's work it out, innit? So firstly, I go petrol station regularly, and most of them are owned by Asian people. And some of them are private petrol stations, you know, they own the petrol, they buy their own fuel and sell it to man. It's not run, they're not working for no Shell or nothing. Then even the Shell ones, but they've got a job in there, so they're still getting paid their wages from you using the fuel. I don't know how deep that goes in this boycotting thing. I don't know. You understand me? And we're going to work out the way I've worked it out, that you'll see anyway. So then they got the petrol stations. You got your local corner shop where you might get your little Rizzler and your cigarette, you know, like that, where you're not gonna go Asda to go out your way. The little shops on the corner to get your little things, your little warm brandy for your nightcap before you go out your bed, or you get me? So you got your little corner shop there, so you can't really do without your corner shop. What about when you want to top up your electric meter or your gas in your yard? Yeah. In ghetto, everyone's got one of those things. You have to top up this key card thing and, you know, like that. Obviously, if you do that and you ain't got no, if you do that, you can't do that nowhere else. You'd have to get a smart meter from the manufacturer and top up your meter directly to the company to cut out them Indian man. You know something? I've worked out that the way you have to do this to even boycott them, I ain't finished yet. The way you have to do this to boycott them would have you moving like an idiot. You'd be literally breaking your back to go out of your way. It would be uncomfortable, yeah. to actually facilitate it properly. You'd be causing yourself. That's called biting your nose to spite your face, as they used to say. You know, like that saying there, bite your nose to spite you something, to spite your face. Yeah. So you've got that. Also, beauty and cosmetics. Our sisters love buy the wigs them, the eyelashes them, the makeup, the nails, all comes from them. The sisters ain't gonna give up on their wigs, we know that already. We've had this battle now for 12 months and nothing now go on. So you know, say, that's not gonna work neither. Yeah. MOTs. I ain't finished with Jana. MOTs. When I need my car MOT, I go and check certain communities. And you see, like, if you got a little silly thing, like your lights a little bit dim on one side, you go to a YT, man, or go Alfred, you're getting failed for that. Certain other communities they want to, they just put that down as a little something advisory. Yeah? There's other places that will fail your whole test just because your light was a little bit dim one side. You know what I mean? Something that you couldn't sort out, but they'll fail you. You know what I'm saying to you? But certain, like that. See, MOTs, now in the ghetto, MOTs are done by the Asian community. So that means if you're going to go and do it to avoid them, to go somewhere else, you're going Halfords, you're going way out your way now. You have to drive all over across Birmingham to go and get an MOT. It's just silliness. Yeah? That's what I mean. It would be silliness to try and boycott. So I hope the Asian community watch this, because I'm working it out as a black man and saying, why we can't boycott your ass. It's stupidness. It's absolute stupidness to even say it in the first place. The better if this says that, do we need to cut back collectively to have more money in arting the way other communities do? Because we're going to do some economics talking now. Yeah? Do you know that before money leaves the Asian community, it bounces, it goes around their community 7 times before it leaves the community? You know what I mean by that? It means before they spend with anyone else, they make it go around. So this is how they do that. They'll have, say a man, he needs a haircut and his wife needs a haircut. She will go to an Asian woman's house who does hairdressing in her yard. And then he will go to a barbershop owned by one of his own people. Yeah? So that the money stayed in the community. Then, also, when they go and spend with him or her, they take their money, and if they need a car or their car fixing, they will go and take that money to that person who's thingy, that's got the garage or the tire to put a tire on. So their money's going around, that man, they're going to take that money now and spend it with his supplier to get parts for his garage or to get blah blah. Then, you see, but the parts man is also an Asian man. So they make sure that every part of their life is taken care of by their community. So by the time they spend with someone like me now, they've done used that money already. That money's done already had its use. They've made it, they've beat out the money already 7 times and get the use sorted out their money. Everybody eat in their community as one. That's why we say one order. Yeah? So obviously, the money goes round. Then we get it at the end. You know, in our community, as the BLK community, you know how many times it goes around in our community? Not even once. We get paid on Friday at work, and we take their money straight go to them or to other people, other cultures, to do what we need to buy. Do you know that? So we don't keep money in our community. We get it and hand it straight over, and that's where we're going wrong. I'd say that's where we're going wrong. We need to stop getting money and running to go and take it to others. I'm not saying boycott, I'm saying move strategic with our money. Another thing that I have to say, I've had these conversations with the Asian community already. So anything I'm saying, I've already spoke to the Pakistani community predominantly about this. And I said that the hair and beauty shops, they've got shops where only we need to buy. The hair and beauty shops is kind of just for a business made to sell stuff that we need. Very good business. It is, because it makes them £3.5 billion a year. Do you know that? They get £3.5 billion out of us every year for all them beauty queen shop on the road. Where they go buy them wig and them this and them that. Yeah? So, we need to cut back on what we spend. Brothers and sisters and brothers, listen. These people don't talk about us like that. We're not the main topic of conversation in their lives. Yeah? We are almost insignificant to Asian people unless it's about our money. We didn't know our importance to them. We didn't think that we mattered to the Asian community. I didn't think them did give a crap about me until this happened. Until someone went on the internet and says, I think we should boycott the thing. I didn't think they ever. Now, the way they're in, I've been on the internet looking, and they're having conversations about our community, about the black community, saying, they've done a boycott. It seems like they're panicking. Now, I don't know what to do about that, because now you've shown me your ace card. You start with playing poker, and I've accidentally got to see the hand what you've got, and I know that my hand's better now than your hand, because you've made me know that my importance to you as a community is the money what I'm giving you. And if man was to cut back on that money, what happens then is, if man was to cut back on the money, then your economy will drop. So we are now in control of someone else's. We're in control of people's economies, but we can't control our own. I today declare that you start spending little by little. Just hold back some. Not saying to not give them everything. Just do with others as they do unto thee. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Yeah, like the good old Bible said, do unto others as thou do unto thee. I'm sure there's something like that in the Bible. Let me know if I'm right. Yeah, something like that in it. There's some kind of, I know the Bible, man. We know the book. Yeah, do unto others as do unto thou, something like that. So obviously, they've met their money bounce in their community. So we need to try and do that now, because we ain't got the businesses, have we? We don't have the businesses to spread the money around as much as they do. We don't. But people were working. We're working, you get me? We're working. We're working still. We're working. Don't watch nothing, you know. We're working still. So I'm saying that spend a little bit less, and the moral of that story is that we can't boycott nothing. Forget that thing talking about boycott. It's a load of rubbish. Yeah, it's a load of rubbish. We can't just boycott the people then. We can't. It's not possible. It's actually impossible to fully boycott them. We need them. Now let's talk about how it's disrespectful for us to say that, or someone from our community to say boycott them. Yeah, they got their ways and that, and they don't want us with their women and all that and whatever, and yeah. We know that. We dealt with that for years. Yeah? What I'm saying is, when we had rubbish on the streets, yeah, they went and bought lorries to deal with it, you know. and vans, and they went and spent their own pee to do it, to clean up the road. So they did use some of the money. Yeah, obviously it would have went towards that, and it would have went towards it. Like, they managed to help clean up the streets in the community what we live in. That there was loads of rubbish on the road, bare rubbish. You understand me? So you can't go around and be ungrateful for what they done, because if it wasn't for them, it would have took a bit longer to get sorted, because the government wasn't really jumping like that. Ungrateful. Seems that we're a little bit ungrateful. Even when we get little things, we're ungrateful. Yeah? So, anyone who's got this idea of boycotting, go and go sit down, because you know no sense. If you're walking around on the road telling people to boycott someone that your whole life is invested in them, you don't even know how much your life's invested in. You got a doctor. I bet he's an Indian man. Most doctors' surgeries are run by their people. Do you like to go hotels with women? Most hotels are owned by Asian communities. Forget that. What about Asda? Asda itself is owned by Indian people. I didn't even know that till this week. Yeah, Waitrose and that. They're too ingrained in your life for you to avoid them. So anyone who says that doesn't even know life, doesn't know what's what and who's what for what. You just living. You ain't got no use to even work out. So as soon as I heard it, I said, we can't do that. There's everything we need. Also, what about the street trade? What about the street trade? What about the mall? Anybody who knows what we're saying, we're talking. Yeah? What about mall? Yeah? Mall no come from them side of the world. Afghanistan and all that, yeah? So hold on. Where's the street hustlers? Yeah? Gonna get the mall from? If you're gonna boycott them, that means you won't have no gravy on your line. You're just gonna have YT food. You're just gonna have pebbles. Cause that link's gone now. Cause we don't deal with that. No, you understand what I'm saying to you? No one's gonna do that. Man wanna be able to go and buy the box of the missile for go and go. Yeah? So it's not possible. Because even street man deal with certain other communities to do their little run-ins. So it can't work. There are links for certain things anyway. So who's boycotting what? Who's boycotting? It's not possible. So people, big up yourself. Bad Mind TV. One other.